But Jenny, we kind of talked about the receivers, and we talked about it on the show this week with Larry Kirksey, that you kind of need to have a set rotation of guys. We talked about being in rhythm, and obviously without Tony and Hardman out today, it kind of forced our hand to kind of keep a set rotation of a certain amount of guys. Yeah, Richie James rotated in and out, but it was pretty much Sky Moore, Rashee Rice, MVS, and Justin Watson today. It was those 4 guys. You didn't really see many other guys at receiver today, but 7 different pass catchers. But obviously, we alluded to it. Rashee Rice, main guy, 10 targets, 8 catches, 107 yards, 1 touchdown. Is he – obviously, we've been calling for it. We thought after the bye week he was going to get force-fed. Didn't happen on Monday night, but it happened today. Are we starting to see him become the guy, JD?
I think so. I mean, he's the one that's been making plays for us consistently. And so I know he had a couple of drops today, but other than that, I mean, once the ball's in his hand, he gets going. And so he's shown that once he catches that ball, he could do a whole lot with it. He can run guys over. He's a big guy. You could tell it was kind of hard to tackle him. He's not going down off the first hit. He's just not. And I love it because they're pulling at his jersey and all those different things. But Rashee Rice, man, without a doubt, has singled himself out as our number 1 wide receiver. And I think we've known that for the past couple of weeks. But here's the thing, though. This guy's still growing. He doesn't do everything right. He doesn't. But for what his production, he's doing it for us. He's the guy. Where we've seen, and not taking anything from Justin Watson, where Justin Watson had 11 targets last week, and then we see Rashee Rice. Like, sometimes you got to put it on your head. You got to flip it on your head to say, hey, listen, look, this guy right here is our top pick for a reason, right? This is the reason we got this guy. This is the reason Patrick Mahomes said, I want this guy in here. And he just showed you today why he did it. And yeah, he has a whole lot of trust for Rashee Rice. But going back to just talking about the rotation, it is very important when you have a good group, core guys that's able to do the work. I love the Rashee Rice, Sky Moore, Justin Watson. I love that rotation in itself. I do. And it looked good. And here's another thing that you have that was kind of consistent is bringing in 12 personnel with Noah Gray. Noah Gray coming in and kind of taking a little bit off of that as well, because then all of a sudden what you do is you have the ability to run the football and pass the football now also. So doing those things, and then EVS coming as a support role, I think the tempo of everything and the rhythm look very, very good. Look different from what we've seen before, right? And so that's a beautiful thing. That's what you want. That's what you need. That's what exactly Larry Kirksey was talking about. Guys, when you see some guys tapping their hat to go out, and somebody said, oh, well, why guys tapping their hat to go out? How about we get some consistency, with guys being in there? How about you get into a rhythm? How about you get into some shape to stay in and sustain a drive for 8 to 9 plays, all right? Because what you do is you develop continuity, and you develop trust with a guy because you're getting the most of the reps. And so if I know I'm in most of the reps and I'm not going out every other play, well, shoot, then I feel like I'm actually in the game. I'm involved the way I should be.
Yeah.
Kelce and Rashee Rice, 14 catches of 17 targets thrown their way. So fantastic.
Yeah, career high for Rice in targets, receptions, yards, and tied for his longest catch.
Tied for his longest catch? Really?
Yeah, he had 39 against Denver.
Ah, dang. I thought that, I thought this one was his longest.
This is the type of rotation that we probably need to be leaning on a little bit more. Now, obviously, if Kadarius Toney was in there, he was going to get reps. But when you have Rashee Rice, when you have Justin Watson, who's playing at his highest level right now, who's being reliable, that Pat trusts, and you bring in Sky Moore to do what he does best, that looks good. That looks good to me. And so Sky, who's going to be the underneath guy, the slot guy, who's going to, obviously run the pick routes, run the shallow crosses, maybe some comebacks, sitting in the home on some spacing. That's what he's going to do best. And that's what we need to use him for. That's what we need to utilize him for. Okay? They're starting to figure it out. And he's a capable blocker. Hell, he did a hell of a job blocking actually yesterday. Okay? So somebody's going to give you the effort in a running game. He gets a nod. He gets playing time. That's how it works. So he puts a hard hat on, goes to work, right? Good for him. So, but Rashee Rice, we seen the ability. We seen what he can do. And we say going to those passes, what we see is the capability of what Rashee Rice has in him. We know that. So when we can't retreat back, we seen it. Hey, Rashee, Chiefs, Nagy, Andy, we've seen it now. Okay? Can't put that GD back in the bottle. Okay? We expect that all the time. We need to try to get him the football. Take some of that weight off of Travis Kelce by getting a guy on the outside who can make those nice pirouette catches, okay, and be twinkle toes on the sideline. Love it. Love it. And we'll get those back shoulder throws. We're going to get those. And then we'll keep working on it, getting better at that. Love it. Yeah, Casey, Chad, he is special. He's a special player, man. He's got to get a little bit better in his what's name. He's got to get better in his route running, okay? That still needs, to develop. He'll get there. But we know what he can do. We know what he can do. He's got yak yards, run after the catch. Rashee Rice is our number one wide receiver, period, point blank, okay? And deservingly so.
Yeah.
So our wide receiver group, for what they gave, I'm going to give these guys, man, I'm going to give them guys a B. Give them a B, man, okay? So they did a good job. Did a good job. And, he had the drop. We understand that, right? Fine. He did a great job. Yeah, Don, my man. And a rookie. He's a rookie. He's a new guy. The one that Patrick definitely trusts. Okay? And you see why.
Yep.
Give these guys, man, I'm going to give them a B. Okay? They've had a lot on their plate, man, for the past few weeks. People, the worst wide receiver room in the league. Oh, my gosh, what are we going to do? We ain't going to the playoffs because of these guys and all. Man, let them develop.
Yep.
Let them develop, okay? Let them develop.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.